Hey guys, what's up? Tori here, and as I'm sure you can tell by the title of this video, this is going to be all about me saying yes to the dress, because that is my big update I have for you guys. Is I said yes to the dress for my wedding. I said yes to the dress last week, Saturday. It was on February 9 that I said yes to the dress. And oh my gosh, it was such a wonderful experience. I went to David's Bridal. The closest David's Bridal to us is about 45 minutes away, so I went there, and I went with my Aunt Sally, who is basically like my second mom, and she is my deemed mother of the bride, and then my bridesmaids, which is my sister, two of my cousins, and my 11-year-old niece, Sophia. My maid of honor could not make it. She's my best friend, but she lives on the other side of the state, and she was unable to make it. I did invite her, but she couldn't make it. And then I actually invited the lady that is going to be our mistress of ceremonies, who is a close family friend. And I invited her to come too, and she came. So that is who was all there for the day and for the experience. I invited all them, not only just to have with me for me saying yes to dress, but we also did try on some bridesmaids dresses as well, just to get an idea for styles for bridesmaids dresses, because my aunt is actually making the bridesmaids dresses. But I just wanted to try some on, just to kind of see how different styles looked, and how I figured, we could, if, things would look good on everybody and stuff like that. So we do have bridesmaids dresses all figured out as well, but my aunt's making them, so that's taken care of. But I did say yes to the dress, and I'm basically just gonna kind of walk you through the experience. I will unfortunately not be showing you any pictures or anything of the dress, because I don't want my fiance potentially seeing it, and also I want to keep it a surprise. That's a big, surprise thing, is what will the bride look like in her dress, and what does her dress look like? That's something I want to keep a surprise. So I'm not going to be showing that. I'm not even going to be describing the dress, sorry. I'm keeping it a real surprise for you guys, but I will just describe the experience. When I walked into David's Bridal, it was a busy day, but luckily I had made an appointment ahead of time. And so, and also because I made an appointment ahead of time, I went on David's Bridal's website and made an account, and was able to make my appointment through having my account. But then I also was able to look at all their dresses that they had available on their website, and then put little hearts, which basically meant I liked them, on the dresses that I really liked. And then they were able to print that off. My stylist was able to print that off and have that in front of her, to have an idea of what dresses to pull to have me try on when I got there. But when I got there, I told them who I was, and that I had an appointment. And they were like, all right, your stylist will be with you shortly. You can go over to where all the brides' dresses are, and you can look at them. And if you see one that you like, just kind of pull it and flip it out to be able to see, but don't actually take them off the rack, because there's only one of each of the styles of dresses out there. And we have more of each of the dresses, and further in the back in different sizes, but we only have one sample out to be seen. So don't actually take them off the rack. You can just kind of flip them out, so that way you can show them to your stylist when she comes, and be like, this is something I like and would like to try on. Then your stylist knows to go and find it and pull it, and for you to try on. So that's what we did. We went over there and we just started looking at the dresses and perusing them, and we just did that until my stylist came out and found me. When she came out, she just called my name, and then she got, she talked to me, got to know me a little bit, and got to know my fiance. I told her a bit about Matt, my fiance, and I told her about, she asked for things about our wedding, like when it was, and kind of the style and theme we were going for the wedding, what kind of colors we were going for. Then she asked me kind of things about me, about, kind of styles in a dress that I like, and things like that. So yeah, she asked me questions, and just as a way to get to know me, so she could do her very best to help pick out the dress that is best for me. And my stylist, her name was Hannah Kay, and she was phenomenal. She was so nice, so amazing. She did an excellent job. And she definitely knew the dresses very, very well, and she was great at her job. I had an absolute great experience with her. And she had in front of her the dresses that I had selected that I liked a lot. And so she was just And so she was able to then get an idea, like, and she just kind of showed me, she was like, now which of these do you absolutely want to try on? And then she actually pointed out to me, she's like, you actually did like quite a few that are actually in our plus size section. And I was like, and then that's when my aunt actually piped up and she was like, yeah, she probably did that because she's still in the mentality of being a plus size person because she used to be plus size. She's actually lost over 200 pounds. And I was like, yeah. And two, I probably did it from the standpoint of like, oh, they maybe have like the same dress in the smaller sizes, or maybe they can like make it to like they can, you know, do alterations to make it fit me in a smaller size too, is probably was my thinking when I was putting likes on it too. I don't know. Who knows exactly what I was thinking I was doing. I probably just was like, pretty, click, click, pretty. But she was like, I'll just pull like your top ones that I can see here in our normal sizes because we can't always alter plus sizes to fit smaller into a smaller size. Like it doesn't always work good that way. But she was like, there are a couple here. There's actually one on here that you actually liked a couple of times. And I was like, oh, I didn't know I accidentally clicked one more than once. My bad. But she was like, so it must be one that you really like. So we'll definitely pull that one. And then she, you know, selected a couple others that I could try on too that she thought, you know, would be fun for me to try on and I might like too. So she pulled some dresses and then brought us all back over to the dressing room. My entourage all took a seat. She went and grabbed like a corset bra, which basically kind of was almost like a shapewear bra. Like it went around here and was like a strapless, like corset type bra. She grabbed one of those for me to put on and she was like, all right, you go ahead and get this put on. I'm going to go get the dresses ready for you to try on. And so then my aunt went in the dressing room with me and helped me get that bra all on good and stuff. And I got that on, and then my stylist came on in, and she then proceeded to help me start trying on dresses. And the first dress she had me try on, she was like, this is the first one I'm going to put on you because it's the one that you liked the most on your stuff, so we're going to put this one on you. And pretty much what they do is they like hold the dress up and just have you like dive right into it. So that's what I did. I dove right into the dress and she got it on me and she closed it up the best she could. It was actually in one size smaller than what I needed because that's all she had back there. She didn't have it. And she actually placed me in needing a size 8 or a size 10, just kind of depending on the dress. She's like, because these sizes can vary a little bit, so that's why I have you put on an 8 or 10 range for a dress. And she had pulled an 8 because that was there. There was no 10 to pull, so she pulled an 8 and she was like, it was a bit tight. It actually did not close up all the way in the back. So she's like, yeah, this one you'll probably need it in a 10. But she put it on me and closed it up as much as she could, and she straightened it all out, made it look nice. And it was like, as soon as it was on me, like I just kept touching it. I was just like, whoa, like this feels so crazy. Like I'm like, it's really pretty. And like I couldn't actually physically see myself. Like I could look down at the dress and stuff and see it that way, but I couldn't physically see myself because there's no mirrors inside the dressing room. There's no mirrors until you step outside of the dressing room, and like basically it's just a wall of mirrors outside of the dressing room. And she was like, how does it feel? And I'm like, this feels really nice. Like it feels really good. I'm liking the way it feels. And like I was touching it and like, this is really pretty. Like I like this. And I stepped out and like saw everyone's faces and they all like got like wide-eyed and were like, wow, that's really pretty on you. Like that's so pretty. And I was like, really? And I went out and like I turned around and looked at myself in the mirror and I literally just was like in shock. Like I was just like, holy crap. Like for one, that reality of like I'm getting married, I'm a bride, like holy crap, that hit me. And it was just like, two was like almost a shock of like, whoa, I look skinny. Like I still have a little bit of that mentality of like I'm gonna look in a mirror and I'm gonna see fat, but yet it's like I looked in the mirror and I'm like, whoa, I look so skinny. Like this is crazy. Like I this is amazing. And like I just couldn't stop touching myself and I just was like glowing. Like I was beaming. Like I love this. It feels so good. And I even started getting, and she was like, hold on, can I grab a veil? I gotta put a veil on you because you look like you're loving this. So she went, and I'm like, yeah, go for it. So she went and grabbed a veil, and she put a veil on me, and then she had me look at myself again. I just, like, as soon as I saw myself in the veil, like, I started tearing up. Like, I didn't actually full-on start crying, but, like, my eyes definitely did, like, water up, and I started doing this. Like, I felt, like, super hot, too. Like, I suddenly got real hot, and it was just, like, and I couldn't stop touching myself. I was just like, oh, my goodness, and I was in the dress, but it was the very first dress I put on, so I was just like, oh my gosh. And she asked me, so on a scale of 1 to 10, like 10 being like, this is the dress, I'm buying this now and walking out of here with this dress, and 1 being like, I hate it, take it off me, I don't ever want to see it again. And I was afraid to say full on 10 because I was like, can I really say yes to the very first dress I put on without ever trying on any other dresses? And so I said 9 or a 10. Like, in reality, it was a 10, but I said 9 or 10. And she was like, okay, like, do you want to try more on? And I'm like, you know what? I got more of an point. Let's just try on more dresses. Like, I'm here. Let's try on more. And she was like, all right, but this is definitely a very high possibility. I was like, yes. So she kept that dress in the dressing room so that way, like, it wouldn't get taken by anyone else or anything. So I could put it back on if I wanted to. And I actually did proceed to try on 2 more dresses. Both of them I did not like. One of them was very poofy on the bottom and I kept like kicking at it and I didn't like it. I was just like, I'm just not comfortable in this. Like, I can't do this one. And so it was a very pretty dress. Like, I did think it was really pretty and I did like it, but it was just like the bottom, as poofy as the bottom of it was, I just was like, nope. And then the second dress I tried on was a extremely poofy dress. And it also had sleeves. The sleeves were very, very itchy. I did not like the sleeves. And it was an extremely, extremely poofy dress, and that just was not me at all. So I, in total, tried on 3 dresses. The second 2, just neither of them were me. And after I put on the third one, she was like, okay, do you want to put that first dress back on? I'm like, yes, I want to put that first dress back on. So we went back in, and I put that first dress back on, and I came back out. She put the veil back on me. And I looked at myself again, and I couldn't stop touching myself in the dress. Like, I was just like feeling every little part of the dress, and I was just like, this is the dress. Like, this feels so amazing. I'm in love with it. And yeah, and she was like, so are we gonna be saying, what are you thinking about this dress? And I'm like, I did say it. I'm like, I'm saying yes to this dress. And she was like, okay, hold on, I'll be right back. Because David's Bridal does this thing with a bell. They go and they get a bell and they have you close your eyes and make a wish for you and your fiance on your wedding day and for your future ahead. And then they have you make that wish with your eyes closed and then open them and ring the bell to make the wish come true. And that's also the sign that you're saying yes to the dress. And then everyone around cheers, and they say the louder you ring the bell, the louder we cheer. And so we did that whole thing, and I said yes to the dress right then and there. And it was phenomenal. Like, I felt amazing. And I think what really made me get choked up a little bit is it was like the reality of, yes, I'm a bride, I'm getting married, like, holy crap, this is amazing. But it was also a little bit of that, like, and I actually even said it out loud. I was like, I wish my mom could be here to see it. And my aunt then proceeded to say to me, like, she is here, she can see you, and you look beautiful, and she would tell you that you look beautiful. And it was just like, yeah, like, and that I think was what got me the most. But yeah, so I went in, I paid for the dress, I bought the dress. My aunt is a seamstress, yes, but she is not going to be doing the alterations on it because she told me there were certain parts of the dress that she didn't entirely feel comfortable doing the alterations on. So they had to order the dress in my size. So they told me it'll probably be sometime in the middle of March that the dress gets into the store. And then they'll call me and let me know when it comes in, and then I will make another appointment and go in and try the dress on. And then from there they can have alterations look at it, and they can get an idea of what alterations need to be done, and they'll make notes of all the alterations they need to do. And then from there they'll do alterations, and then I'll obviously come back in for another fitting to make sure everything is good. And then it'll officially be my dress. And my aunt actually offered to pay for the alterations for me. I bought the dress itself, but my aunt actually said she will pay for the alterations for me once we get that figured out, once I go in and try it on, once the dress they ordered for me comes, my dress comes in. So that part is all set to go, and it was such an amazing experience. It was so fun. It was so great. Like, it was like a dream come true thing, guys. Like, so crazy amazing. So I'm gonna end this video here before it gets any longer. That is my say yes to the dress experience story. if you guys have any Say Yes to the Dress experiences you want to share with me, definitely, you know, share them below. I'd love to hear your stories and experiences. If you have any questions or comments for me, you can also leave those in the comment section below. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat if you aren't already, especially Instagram. I post there quite frequently. I will leave all those links in the description below. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless. Bye!